beautiful story that can teach us a lot about everyday's life and maybe give us the right advice to turn to the right direction. In a quote somewhere, in a secular quote, there's one person that the authorities are blaming him for murder. So the prosecutor is describing the night of the murder, and the court is full of people and photographers. We know the scene. Unfortunately, we see it too many times in these days. And just when everything looks very bad against this person, the defendant didn't really bring any alibi or excuse, that he's not the murderer. So his situation doesn't really look good in court. Just when it all looks that in few minutes everything will be finished, his lawyer got up and said to the judge and the jury, ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, in 10 minutes from now, right now it's 6 o'clock, in 10 minutes the real murderer will walk through the door and you will let my client leave. Everybody will see your mistake that you're about to make. Everybody started to get nervous. Wow, with such confidence. Everyone looks around. He said, let's put the trial on hold for 10 minutes. 6:11, you'll see by then he's going to be here. He will confess and everything will be clear. So now they see that the lawyer, which is a respectable lawyer, is standing in front of everyone and claims such a claim. Obviously, he has to know what he's talking about. Everybody sits for 10 minutes, they're all nervous, the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, the crowd, the family, everyone is looking at the door. 6:10, the murderer did not show up. The judge say, here, it's 6:11. You just promised us that in 10 minutes the real murderer will walk through the door. So the lawyer told the judge, Your Honor, each one of you, yourself, the jury, the audience, the prosecutor, were standing for 10 minutes with your face to the door, which means each one of you in some way believed that the real murderer will walk through the door. If you were so sure 100% that my client is the murderer, why did you waste a second looking at the door? Isn't it a doubt? Didn't the law say that you can only convict a person if you have proofs beyond any reasonable doubt? Here, I just proved to everyone in front of the camera here that all of you has a reasonable doubt in your heart, in your mind. So why are you telling me now that you're ready to send him to prison for the rest of his life when you still have doubts? Obviously, everyone were nervous. Some people clap, exciting. The murderer is starting to smile. What a brilliant lawyer I am. So the judge say, time out. I want the jury to go into the room and discuss what they just saw here. They go inside the room. All 11 jury are ready to dismiss him. There's one woman over there. She say, no. This show does not affect me even a bit. He is the murderer. We check all the evidence. We saw everything. He is the one. Well, all of you looked at the door, waiting for the real murderer to come in. I was staring at the face of the defendant 100% for 11 minutes. He is the only one who didn't focus on the door, waiting for the real murderer, because he knows he's the real murderer. Everybody else had doubts maybe, but he knew. That's why he did not look. If he was innocent, he would also look anxiously to the door. When will I get saved? He knew nobody will show up. That's why he's the murderer. She turned everything around. They convict him, and that was the end of it. A person knows who he is. He can fool the whole world, but he knows who he is. Fooling the world, it looks sometimes that it works. I cheated this guy, I tricked this guy, I didn't tell my wife the 100% of the truth, I lie to my children, I lie to my boss, I lie to my friends, I make up stories, I claim I don't feel well, you know. We're aware of what's going on out there. But don't ever forget, we have to remember. The Torah says, Ayin Ro'ah, there's an eye who watch over you, and there's an ear who listens to you, and everything you say has been registered in the book of God. In the end, everything will be told. Where are we going to hide? Thank you.